live.
Yeah,
Chat. Okay, connected to chat. There we go. We're on. We're on air.
Can't wait to see the reaction.
Thanks if we've got the thing.
Where is the thing?
The branch. The branch of the.
Okay, yeah, that's
sort of-
it, huh?
This makes the camera lower, but there's less of the branch. That's probably better. More dash, less branch.
Could move it high, change it on the windshield otherwise if that can go.
Yeah. So wait, how do you do it? You just
Yeah, there's that little lever thing you have to undo. Then you just push it down.
I'll actually push the brand closer to me.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Okay. Okay, great. This is much better. It's right in front of me.
Yeah, I put it there because that's where I normally put a GPS thing so I can see it. Just because I don't have to see it.
Look, this is pretty cool. Well, for now, there's nobody.
Nobody
Zero
watching?
viewers. But we can do. It'll be fun to do some plant watching. You can't really do bird watching with just with a phone, but plant. You can do bird listening. The phone actually picks up bird sounds pretty well. And you can do
Because the
plant.
camera isn't good enough to pick up birds.
But the camera is plenty good enough for plant watching. Like you can see, you can just right now you can see these trees and stuff. You can tell what they are. You can see the eucalypts there before you can see the poplars there just went by. You can see the flax there. You can see everything pretty decently. What's this? This is a plane tree, right? Platan. Huh?
I didn't have a chance to see.
C'est un platain, ça. And this is linden, Delia. It's like lots of European stuff. Northern hemisphere, temperate northern hemisphere stuff, I should say. It'd be nice for just one person to come so you can get some feedback. To know if
It might happen eventually.
Yeah, that's a phoenix palm.
Can't expect them all to be
That's the Calistemon.
waiting for your occasional forays into the
But they should.
cybersphere.
There's the tikoki, cabbage tree. I think that's a toter, and then these guys are like. Are those like the calitris trees? Okay, so we're going right here. Oh, look, so we're going right.
Yep.
Don't. Here we've got somebody. The Republic of Tryhards. What's going on here, Puggers? Where are we headed? First we're headed to the Dome Valley. You can see the road sign right there. So we're gonna head right. Twin Coast Discovery towards Whangarei. And first we're stopping off at the Dome, which is a hill. And we're just gonna go for a quick walk to sort of see the nature and stuff. And then we're gonna go up to maybe I shouldn't say this because this could dox me, but no, I'm not well known enough for that. That's gonna be an issue, I think. In the future I'll have to think of that. Then I'm gonna be going to Te Arai to look for fairy terns, which is a sort of relatively rare species. And there.
A bird you might want to see.
Well, yeah. Plant identifying. I'm still not very good, but I'm trying to, I've been trying to learn, how to recognize, various plant species and stuff, so I'm going to be trying to do that. Right there's some oaks. So yeah, that's the story. So you can see right ahead there, those are Norfolk, quote, pines. They're actually Hegekarya Trees, Hegekarya Arborea, which actually only naturally live in Norfolk Island, which is a really tiny island north of here. And so there we just went under a poplar, for instance. Sounds fun, so great. So, I mean, you're welcome to stay. I know it's not really politics, but we can also discuss politics at the same time. So if there's something that, like, you particularly wish to talk about, so yes, I'm in New Zealand right now. I've got ties to New Zealand. My family on my dad's side originally moved to New Zealand in the 70s, so that sort of explains that. I don't know if you want to tell me about yourself. I don't think I've seen you before, Republic of Tryhards, unless you are Thai Tunisian. Why would I be Thai Tunisian? Let me. What are you just asking where I'm from originally? I'm sort of partly from Switzerland. My dad is from sort of the United States, but like, if that's your question. If you want, I can show myself if you haven't seen me before. Ta-da! This is me. You misheard tired. Oh, no. Did I say tired? No, I don't know. Never mind. Okay. So, but I think it's more interesting to show the road right now. So, have you? I'm guessing you haven't been here before then, because you presumably wouldn't be like asking this if you had already come before. So, welcome here. In general, I'm just stay at home and I talk more about politics stuff. But after a while, I kind of get saturated because I just keep on talking about the same things. Mostly, I'm really a fan of universal basic income. So that's sort of like the number one sort of thing that I'm in favor of, and I talk about. And otherwise, I also favor like the sort of major things would be, compared to like how things are now, would be that plus income caps as well. So sort of like you've got a bare minimum and also like a maximum, so you sort of really rein in inequalities absolutely. Like there's just only so much inequality they can have. I'm also a fan of sortition, which is instead of electing people, you just draw them by lottery. You just select anybody who wants to be a representative can be chosen by lottery. I'd have like a political system with that combined with direct democracy, where you directly vote on a bill, like the whole population votes on a bill. So I don't know if that's wait, what do you say? Screw politics. Okay, what's life in New Zealand like? Well, that's pretty. I don't know really what life in New Zealand is like. I'm just sort of hanging around doing nothing. So, I mean, yeah, and it's locked down. I'm not studying. I don't know anyone. Stop. Okay. I don't know anyone except for some family. So I can't really say much. I did go to school in the south of New Zealand in Dunedin when I was a kid for a year, not quite a year and a half. So that was pretty good. It felt more fun than school in Europe, I guess. So, I mean, because otherwise I was in school in Europe. So that was nice. I think, New Zealanders tend to have pretty bad spelling, I think, because the school is so fun that they just don't learn much. But, I mean, wouldn't have been a problem for me, because I just tend to be pretty good at spelling anyway. Oh, hi, Biking Cat. So, yeah. I'm glad you find that amusing. Well, just what I said. We could, if you want, I can film the construction worker, although I think she already thinks she's being filmed, but...
Yeah, she's looking a bit suspicious.
She's looking suspicious. But she's actually not. She's sort of looking at the camera as if she's going to be immortalized, but actually, at this point, I don't dare turn it because she's going to be really suspicious if I turn it towards her. She's...
Do it. What? We're just not looking. Do it.
No, she's looking at the corner of her eye. There. Let's see. Is it true that New Zealand is a safe haven for billionaires when shit hits the fan? Well, I think some people might like the fact that it just sort of removed, and so it's going to be less quickly, presumably less quickly affected by like geopolitical problems. I think sort of like if some country tries to invade or bomb or whatever, you know, this sort of like, you know, like in World War II, well, nothing really happened in New Zealand because it was like it was in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, so I mean that I think that's kind of the reasoning.
Yeah,
I guess that's kind of the reasoning more than like sort of tax reasoning. It's more like literally just geographical distance. Yeah, mask and sig. Yeah. So
quite a long stop.
So yeah, I'm not sure. Am I allowed to actually do this? Maybe I'm not.
Sure,
I don't know.
I want you.
Yeah, I guess. I mean. But yeah, just so you understand why we're stopped. But yeah, but like she literally put her mask on because she was being filmed, didn't she? Or not?
She's supposed to wear it, but she's
smoking. Oh yeah, she's supposed to wear it.
Really.
Oh yeah.
Vape with a mask.
Oh yeah, right. That explains it. You can also see. We can also examine the trees on the left. We've got some pines, although I'm not really good at identifying them at a species level. So, you know, there are lots of different kinds of pines. They don't, you know, they're introduced to New Zealand. They're not native species. And then the smaller conifers look kind of like totara trees, although I don't want to be really, I don't want to be wrong. I mean, I could be wrong is what I mean. And I don't want to tell you something wrong. What else are we seeing? Up ahead might be some poplars on the right. What did you say? Am I good to drive and vlog? No, it's my dad that's driving, so I'm actually, yes, I am good to sit as a passenger and vlog. Yeah. I don't know. Is there anything else you want to talk about? I wanted to do a boat trip. You know, you can do boat trips to go view like wildlife and you know, from like marine wildlife from here, from close to here. But unfortunately, with there's been a COVID outbreak since August, and as a result, there's like a big lockdown, and you can't do that anymore, which is sad because it's really I've been wanting to do that for a long time. So, you know, so now I'm sort of doing just the excursions that I can do. Oh, look on the right, we've got some Kahikatea trees, sort of the smaller conifers, just really at the right of the screen, sort of slightly brownish green conical shape. Those are Kahikatea. Those are Carpus, Dioides. Being, yeah, it's a genus of conifer, mostly southern hemisphere. Also found all the way up to Southeast Asia, and like, yeah, from like New Guinea, in the mountains of New Guinea in Southeast Asia, kind of, and otherwise in New Zealand and New Caledonia, I think. Yeah, that's not. They used to be in Australia geologically, but now they're gone. A sort of swamp species. So typically they used to be found in the now almost completely destroyed swamp flats of New Zealand, which are now been mostly converted to agriculture. So that was sort of the equivalent of the taxodium, you know, the so-called bald cypress, you know, swamp flats of the southeast United States. So that was the sort of equivalent tree to the taxodium. So yeah, that's sort of for the story there. It's also the tallest tree of New Zealand, going up to as high as I think 60 meters, if I'm not mistaken. Or going to be somewhere around that range, which is going to amount to 200 feet. So that's the Kahikatea. One of the conifer. New Zealand has quite a few conifers. It's quite a rich conifer flora. On the right, we see sort of there's more kale, so I can't really see too well. So let's see. Viking cat. Oh wait, only like vertical. It's vertically, like the vertical of the chat is aligned with the vertical of the phone. So like literally, otherwise I have to turn my head to read the chat. So I'm just putting the phone vertically so that I can read it without turning my head. Is that what stop signs look like in the country? Yeah. Do they look like you can see there's cat says, "Hey Dad, your son has a very laborant mind."
What is labyrinth?
Yeah, I think laborious. Something. I think he means sort of. Europe, I think they're hexagons in here too, aren't they? Yeah. Lost your feed. Oh no, really? Is the connection might be not so good here. I don't know. It might get lost. Yeah, laggy. Yeah. I'm not sure there's yeah. If it becomes too laggy, I'll just have to. That's gonna be. Oh, and now you say it's okay. Yeah, but if it becomes too bad, like just tell me. Just tell me, like, if it's too bad, give up, but tell me before leaving, and so that way I'll just know, and then I'll just film with the camera instead. So yeah. Let's see. See, that's a Kahikatea on the right there. That's a Manuka Tree just right there on the right. On the left, you got some pines here. Oh, and here, don't look out. Yeah, it's right here.
Where? Oh,
Right here. Yeah, right here. And you're not allowed to. And you're not allowed. Yeah, but go. And wait. Because you're supposed to go before. So this is Dome Lookout, but is this actually the path also? Oh yeah, making Dome Valley safer, and this is. Oh wait, you can drive up.
Let's see what the sign says. This is maybe for the dump.
No.
Okay. You say, "Hey Dad, your son has a very fertile mind. He has lots of thoughts." Yeah, I think he knows. Okay, so they're just all they're saying is that they're making a new road and they're making it better.
So you think we can go up this road here?
Well, it doesn't say we can't, so presumably, yeah, it.
What does this say?
The dome and in pre-European times, Tohi the surrounding area was completely covered in magnificent native Ngahere forest. Taonga, treasures such as manu, birds, edible and medicinal plants, and the trees used by the Ngati Manuhiri to build a waka were gathered from within the forest. Places such as the Maunga and Ngahere were immensely significant and considered the most sacred. I'm not going to bother reading the small stuff.
Okay, well, we're going to go up the road?
Yeah. See, now it only says I've only got 2 viewers, so but the viewer count is not reliable, so it's not necessarily does not necessarily mean that somebody's left, but it can. Oh, it's okay. Oh yeah, the Dome Cafe, right? See, those are tree ferns, like those ferns just right in front of the cafe.
All right, maybe you can. Think you can drive? Maybe you can keep driving.
But no, I doubt it.
No.
No, look, there's no. It's not a road. Look, it just stops right at there.
Okay.
That's the thing. You say cool seeing other side of planet in real time. Yeah, I'm glad. You've never been to like this part? Have you ever been like to New Zealand or Australia or that area? New Guinea, New Caledonia. Okay, so we're gonna walk. We're gonna do a brief walk.
Been working hard.
And I also been catching sunlight, but yeah, it's real read stuff. I don't know that stuff. Not good. So this is the main road north from Auckland, right there that we're hearing. I don't know if you can hear the traffic. That's literally the one main road going north from Auckland up. Yeah. Let's see if there's anything we can recognize here. We've got some geraniums here. Look, these are wild geraniums. Let's see if we can. It's not focusing well. See that? That looks like a wild geranium to me. Remember what it's called? It's like oh god, I've forgotten. What was that name again? I know that. What's that? Oh yeah, and there's some jasmine there. You can smell it. We're actually smelling the jasmine. It's pretty nice. Yeah. And this is the flax, the Phormium tenax, which is like New Zealand flax. Like the big thing. These big things here. Big leaves. And so yeah, that's the jasmine in back. And oh, we got some Reebok jandals there. And I don't know if there's what else there's to say really. What are your, I don't know what that thing is. Oh wait, maybe this looks more like a native plant. This looks like, this kind of reminds me of the plant called Nestegis apetala, which is called like, I think Ngayo or something. Is that? I've also got this word maire coming to mind for that. Potentially something like that. Blackberry hanging on. Okay. Thanks, I appreciate it. Although you don't have to, of course. But that's a Manuka tree. Oh, accidentally hit the horn there. Okay. Here, this might be again like the other one that we're seeing. There are also some Coprosma robusta, for instance, has like pretty big leaves like that, but I don't think it's that. I'm just trying to sort of go through what I remember. This looks like the Geniostoma lucidum, which is the New Zealand privet, hange. Kind of, it likely is that. I can't say for sure. The ferns I haven't really learned much. I mean, there's the big ones tend to be either the Cythea ferns, so you can see these tree ferns here. Like they tend to be like Cythea or Dixonia. So those are the two genera of ferns. I haven't really learned how to recognize them, but look, this is they're pretty cool. Decent reception right here, but oh yeah, so here we've got this thing to like clean our feet. T'as pas mis le produit? Où est le produit?
Non, là, ça agite.
Ah, ça. Oh. Okay, but presumably it's still going to be recording this, so then we can just watch the recording, although if there's a lag, it's going to be sort of unpleasant to watch. So we're doing this because there's a disease called Kaori Dieback, and it basically kills the roots and kills the tree of, from killing the root, it kills the tree of the kauri, which is the Agathis australis, which is sort of major tree species in the north of the North Island. And so it's like really bad for them. And so this is why they have these things in lots of trails, because it gets carried by the soil, and it's the soil on your shoes can then infect the trees. So this is why we do that. Okay, so this is Mercina Australis, this Mapo, and this is sort of more a plant that sort of tends to grow more in open, more sort of, it's more pioneer kind of plant. This one I'm saying here, and whoa, okay, this looks like the Porokaifiri, what they call pigeon wood, which is called Hegekarya Arborea, I think. So this is this grows into a tree. This like grows into a big tree. You can tell from this is the distinctive leaf shape with these small little teeth here. You see. And they're sort of forward facing like that, and this kind of and the distinctive shape of the leaf like this. So yeah, we're gonna hear what appears to be more of. So it tends to grow very tall. You say interesting. I only had to discover for a few outings. Okay. Yeah. So this tends to grow really tall. It's a member of the Proteaceae family, and it's got these funny sort of red brush sort of flowers. So yeah, that's quite interesting. Okay, then we've got this is a conifer. I'm still not super familiar with the conifers. I would say this looks like a totara. But I might be wrong because there's also, I'm gonna say this is a totara, which is Corrino Carpus, Totara, I think. Okay, then here we've got these. Okay, this I have no idea. Sorry. This is again I think the Geniostoma lucidum. And this too. Let's see. Then these ones with these little leaves here. These are really small. See these little things here. We're gonna have to look more specifically at the leaves to see. On the beach, you've got stuff with small leaves like this, but they're called Mühlenbeckia complexa. But it's not. See, this is kind of woody, so it's actually not that, because this is obviously different. This is this looks like it might be. There's a thing called Melikopa Simplex, so that it might be something like that. Oh wait, you had experimental nuclear reactor. Oh, like that, scrubbing. Oh, seriously, I thought you meant for like hiking. Like, okay. Oh, and this is a Rimu here. I don't know if you can see it because I'm at the same time I'm looking at a plant file to see. But there's a thing called Melikopa Simplex, and it could potentially be that. Let's have a look if it's because it's not easy. It's not easy to memorize all this, you know. So I'm gonna try, but it's presumably also gonna make it lag more. So this is Rimu, and so images of Melikopa Simplex. It looks a lot like that. I think this actually likely is Melikopa Simplex. Yeah, if you can look this up. So if you want to look Melikopa Simplex with these small things that are in two, you see they're in pairs like this. So that's sort of what gives it away. Is that each of these two leaves are sort of opposite to each other, like that. See, so that's But so you had an experimental. So going back to your thing, you had an experimental university nuclear reactor. Seriously, that's pretty. That's pretty funny, I think. I mean, it's pretty cool, or not, depending on how you see it. And then and there's another thing, and right now I have to go back to figure it out. I have to figure it out though, and it's not easy. It's not because it's really because when you just forget even what you're looking for, when you know you've just seen it before, but you don't know more than that, it becomes really difficult to here, I think I know. I think it's this. Okay, we're gonna look for Carpodetus serratus. This is what I was thinking. So Carpodetus serratus. Puta weta. So, and that is this, I believe. I believe this is Carpodetus serratus, or Puta weta. So this is quite distinctive too, with these kind of teeth also, that, this kind of teeth like that, and this kind of venation here, and a bit of discolor, the sort of not completely homogeneous coloration. I mean, I'm not talking about the spots, although I think it does tend to get spots more than other species, but yeah. So that, I think, is Carpodetus serratus. See this, for instance, we recognize this, the hange from the really, this is, and listen, this is a shining cuckoo. This is a shining cuckoo. It's a migrant. It migrates to the Solomon Islands in the winter. And so here in the summer, when you know, from in spring and summer, we hear them mostly in the spring. Actually, in the summer they kind of stop singing, but so we hear them singing. So they're really small. They're like really small little cuckoo for cuckoo. They're very small, and they like fly over water for very long distances. It's quite impressive. We can also hear a kingfisher in the background. So yeah. Then here we've got the Hegekarya Arborea. So this seems to be pretty common here. More of the tree ferns there and back. Let's see if we can and there's these things with the big leaves. I'm not too sure what that is actually. Again, big, smooth leaves. It could be Karaka. This looks like Karaka, actually. That's Corrino Carpus laivigatus. It's got, it's kind of known for having the poisonous yellow berries, although the yellow is actually edible. It's actually the seed inside that's toxic. This is like the yew. It's the same situation with the yew. So if somebody's still watching, just tell me if you're experiencing a lot of lag, or you know, if it's watchable or not. And so look, here's kind of what it looks like. We've walked up a bit. There we can see in front of us another rewa, and then the Manuka trees in back, and the Kahikatea trees even further back. I think they're Kahikatea. I would say that's what they are, but maybe I've been saying something wrong, and in fact, I kind of wonder if what I said was a Rimu might not have been a Kahikatea, so I just have to check. So he said it's been good. Okay, so that's good to know. Great, I'm glad to hear it. Again, you might not be into botany, so like, but I feel like I'm gonna do this once. So it's not Kahikatea. It's Rimu, but maybe those things are Rimu too. What I said. So yeah. Okay, so it's actually Rimu, I think. It would be Rimu. Further away, it looked sort of, you know, the hanging things didn't seem so long. Okay. A bunch of people are showing up? Oh yeah. Okay. So you say, like my high school woodworking class, 23 softwoods and 12 hardwoods. Oh, cool. So you actually learned them for woodworking. That's funny. Yeah, I never had anything like that. That sounds pretty fun. So we're learning. These are the only things it's taken a while to. Wait, is this the? What's that one? Melikopa ternata. I think this is Melikopa ternata, which is called a farangi. I think Melikopa ternata. No, not Melikopa ternata. Maybe Melicitus ramiflorus. So Melicitus ramiflorus. Okay, we're gonna check that. Yeah, it looks like that. Melicitus ramiflorus. So that was that. So we here my parents not at all interested in the botanical guiding that I'm doing for some reason. No, they're not even watching. This is didactic stuff you could learn. See, okay, so here's more. Okay, this is the Karaka, Corrino Carpus laivigatus, the smooth, slightly shiny leaves, and sort of elliptical. And this is Melikopa ternata here with the sort of more kind of with the softer leaves and with lots of these little teeth like this. Lots of these little teeth, more elongated and pointy, acuminate, you would say. Whereas like the Karaka is much more blunt. You see, like obtuse. So there's some more Hegekarya Arborea there. So this, again, it's funny because it turns into a big tree, but for now it's just this little thing. And there and back, this here is you see this? This is a Bailschmedia. So this is a Bailschmedia tarairi, which only lives also in the north. Like this lives kind of So this is a Taraire. Can you give us a panoramic shot, not just Dad and Mom too? No, because if like overall I try to avoid showing them so that people avoid recognizing. They're yeah. You might have like already seen them just by accident, you know, if I was like, you know, showing the camera forwards or something. But yeah, I think like they don't want to be shown, and even if they did want to be shown, I wouldn't want to show them. There's a Carpodetus serratus again. There's a more rewa rewa there. See that? See with the sort of elongated and sort of really hard coriaceous leaves. And with the little serrations, you know, the little teeth. So yeah, lancewood, and yeah, the lanceolated would be like the shape of the overall shape of the leaf. You'd call it lanceolate. So yeah, that's oh wait, is it? Oh wait, is it lancewood? Oh yeah, is it rewa rewa or is it the lancewood? Yeah, actually no, it's not. So I said what I said was crap. This is lancewood because they both have leaves like that, but this has it more. So sorry, no, it's not the rewa rewa, it's the lancewood, which is the Pseudopanax crassifolius, I think. It's definitely Pseudopanax crassifolius Horueca. And see, so it grows like this tall and with like nothing, and then at the top it's got those leaves like that. Yeah, I was confusing the two because they're kind of sort of the same type, and they're very distinctive compared to most leaves, but they kind of resemble each other, but these ones are even more sort of extreme like that. Yeah. So thanks to Mom for like that. Welcome. Okay. Oh no, so you didn't mean yeah. Oh, so you didn't mean okay. Yeah. Okay, so you want a sort of shot like this. This is the panoramic shot. We're just in the forest, so really, you've been seeing panoramic shots then. This is what it's like. Not huge panorama here, but if we go up a bit more, we might see. Just above. Just above, on voit plus. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna make too much of an effort to tell the difference between Manuka and Kanoka. Which one is Leptospermus scoparium and the other one is Kunzea ericoides. But I'm not really good at telling the difference. You say that is good, you're just doing too much ground shooting. Okay. Yeah, thanks for the feedback. Much appreciated. Okay, so now we're seeing just more of the same stuff that we've already been seeing. So, see, but I can repeat it. So that's the Mapo again. This is I'm gonna say it's the hangant. Oh, so now we're reaching up to a point where there's a view. Melikopa Simplex again, presumably. Again the Hegekarya Arborea. Again the Carpodetus serratus. What are you saying?
Panorama.
Non, pas ça bloque. Voilà. Okay, you don't. Yeah, it's sort of harder to tell because you can't really see as much the difference, because it. No, but it's also because there's no like it's focused everywhere. So it doesn't have much like bokeh as they call it. So like there's not like stuff that's more or less out of focus depending on how close it is. It's like all in focus, and as a result, it's harder to assess like the distance. But yeah, that's the view. You say, your voice of English and foreign language is great. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Glad to hear it. Yeah, well, yeah, like tree ferns, yeah. Yeah, down there, there's some big tree ferns. So it's pretty nice, right? It's pretty nice, pretty scenic. See, in back, those are pines. Those are just like, those are not like native trees. Those are just like a plantation. Whereas this is, you know, it's been logged, so it's not really like, it's mostly like regrowth. It's not, you don't really have many big trees here. But, yeah. Let's see. Is there, okay, these are big things. This is Brachyglottis repanda. Okay, so I think this is the first time I've been seeing this. So that's Brachyglottis repanda. So I'm gonna have to just check. Okay, there's a sign apparently. Look.
Ake.
Ah, yeah. Okay. See here, Brachyglotis repanda. This big stuff. Okay, and what is it called? Ouais. Ouais, la plupart de ces trucs c'est endémique. Hein. Enfin, Rangiora. And ake is Dodonea viscosa. So wait, we're gonna look at Dodonea viscosa. Because it's true, I'm not super familiar with that yet. Dodonea viscosa. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, now I remember. Oh really, so we've got a Dodonea here? Dodonea viscosa. Okay. Alright. Let's proceed forwards, and yeah, I'll give you a bit of a higher up shot. See these big sort of funny things like that. That brachyglotis. I guess is that thing? Is that Dodonea viscosa?
I was wondering if it was a little thing.
Yeah, it's a little thing.
Big tree in the
or is
back?
it? No, it's this.
It's
It's
the
this.
same thing.
It's this. This is Dodonea viscosa. Okay. Yeah. See, I would have kind of been wondering. Okay. Cool. Yeah. All right. With these long lanceolate leaves. The upper surface appears pitted, they say. Underside displays prominent mid-vein. Yeah. Paper winged seeds are more attractive on the plant than the flowers. Okay. Cool. This
Flowers from October to December.
this thing with the sort of opposite, these opposite sort of oval leaves here. This could be like a coprosma, maybe. I'm thinking. I don't know. I do not know actually what that is. Okay, this is Karaka. Toro. What?
Toro.
Seriously? I thought this looks like Karaka. I thought this was Karaka. Okay.
Something else.
Metrosideros perfo. Okay. A small leaved vine, occasionally found as a bushy shrub, Northland to Banks Peninsula. Usually a climber. A vine on the fern.
Yeah, I'm trying to think that too.
Wait, Metrosideros perforata. Let's have a look.
Usually a climber clinging to the host tree. It's the thing on the host tree. Yeah, it's that.
Ah, no. I was starting to. It gave me pests and diseases instead of perforata. Metrosideros perforata. Yeah, it's got like lots of tiny little leaves. Look, it's thick like this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, see, that's another thing. Again, they're giving us the stuff that we're not really used to. Like, not the common stuff they're not telling us. Okay.
Oh, is it this stuff then?
Yeah, it's that. That's what.
What's this thing?
That's Karaka, Corrino Carpus. Ça, I think je crois que c'est genre un truc super invasif. Ouais, peut-être, mais je suis pas sûr. Mais I'm not entirely.
Yeah, I wonder where about it.
Coprosma rhamnoides. Oh, so what I called was Melikopa Simplex was actually Coprosma rhamnoides, unless Coprosma, which makes small stuff like that. There's actually quite a few of these sort of small leafed things like this with these really small round leaves like that. Okay, so I messed up. Study the difference between the two. Unless it actually was Melikopa Simplex. No, but I don't think so.
Which one is it?
No, it's this one. It's this one because that's pretty cool. You say, I gotta tell you, I've been in Southeast USA woods and that place is different. We got botanical gardens too, but not elevation. Well, I mean, some parts of the Southeast have elevation, but just not most of it. There's a tui there. Oh, yeah. I mean, I've been to the woods of the Southeast in Texas. It's very much, it's very flat. You sort of mix of, lots of pine, but not exclusively. Take a still shot on the plaque. Oh yeah. Well, too bad. I'll do it on the way back down again.
Gotta find it. This looks promising.
Great.
And got to plug it in, then we'll undo the.
Okay. There, we're all charging up. Oh wait, we gotta check if the. How do I know? Oh yeah, 86% full the battery. All right. You say you'll be a good vlogger soon. Yeah, meaning I'm not already.
Good water.
Good vlogger. Wait. Oh wait, I need help for this. Can you help? Because I don't want to have to hold it, so I want to be able to put the battery in my pocket, but I can't because the cable is too short because of...
I got it.
You. Okay, anything else? Okay, this is... No. Melicitus ramiflorus. Oh, here. Hey. On the other side, yeah, but pretty much any plant is paler on the other side, so that doesn't tell us anything. Okay, but yeah, Olearia irani is good because that's one of the ones I remember sort of about that. But I'd sort of forgotten. Let's check that out. See, this is sort of so they're really showing us the more uncommon ones, which I'm not really sure is the best thing to do because like listen. See that? That was a shining cuckoo. Chrysococcix lucidus, which means like golden. So coccyx actually means cuckoo in Greek, I think. So it means golden. It actually means golden. Chryso means golden. So that's golden cuckoo, but it's actually green. It's sort of silly because these chrysococcix cuckoos are mostly green. Hegekarya. Okay, Olearia irani. Okay. Hegekarya arborea. Okie dokie. Oh, more stuff. Okay, Corrino Banksy, forest cabbage tree. With the sort of more having longer and wider. Wider? This doesn't look wide to me. Longer and wider leaves. Branches from the ground to form multiple trunks. Large cluster of small white flowers in late spring. Found throughout the North Island to westward in the South Island. Kanoka, here we go. So here... okay. Larger tree than Manuka with smaller flowers and capsules and narrow leaves are aromatic. And some are small white flowers, some other tree. Yeah. So this is Kanoka. So again, these are more like, yeah, like they say, it's more open stuff. So, unfortunately, how can we tell the difference? So this is, oh, you can see like there's cool moss growing there on the thing.
Multiple trunks,
yeah. But is that really? I'm not convinced that actually has anything to do. Look, and this looks like a conifer. It looks like a kaori actually. So we've got a kaori up there. That's a kaori up there. Let's see. Here we've got some. Maybe either the Brachyglottis repanda or Carpodetus. I guess Carpodetus serratus more, judging from the size of the leaves here. So these look like the Carpodetus serratus. Yeah, so that's Kanoka. How do we tell the difference from Manuka? I mean, I know their differences, but I haven't been bothered to learn them because they're pretty sort of obscure. Okay, crap, it's charging, but it's still getting discharged. Now it's down. Here, Mahoy. Melicitus ramiflorus. So that's what I've been telling you. I told you, so I was right about that. See, I was... Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay, so I was right. I'm now vindicated. Okay, here's some more of this this stuff, which I think is the out of said the Reoreo. Maybe it's the Lancewood Horoeka. No, this looks more like the Reoreo because it's growing already down below. Okay. Stuff now. Or when over here we're seeing some Manuka / Kanoka. Okay, so I guess the bigger ones. Oh, so these bigger ones are, I guess, are Manuka, and the smaller ones. Oh, the bigger ones are Kanoka, and the smaller ones are Manuka. But this is like really small then. So, oh yeah, and here's the flowering. Here, flowering. I guess this is Manuka with a softer one, softer and smaller. And this, I guess, is going to be the Kanoka. I guess so. This would be Kanoka, like this, and this is Manuka, I guess. And this is the Mapo here, yeah. What, this dead one? Yeah, but I've been telling you that the Mapo is this. This is the Mapo. Okay.
So maybe it's not that dead thing. Or maybe it also.
Well, it might be, but now it's dead, so we don't know. Here, Manuka, Leptospermum scoparium. So it's larger flowers and seed capsules. But I think they've got smaller leaves, right? So yeah, so these are got the smaller leaves. Okay, so now we're finally figuring this out. Hi. It's Geniostoma lucidum, hange. Right? So here's the path like this. Path. Okay. Well, I'm gonna stop it for now. I'm gonna start it again when we go, because there's nobody watching, especially, and it's all the same now. So I'm stopping, and I need to recharge the battery. Bye.